Welcome to Watch What Crappens. To get our videos as soon as they're released instead of waiting for a week, head over to our Patreon. That's also where you'll find our bonus episodes and our Discord community. We love you guys. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Watch What Crappens. I'm Ronnie, and that is little Banooney Tunes Mandelker over there. Hi, Ben. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you doing?
Good, hun. Welcome to your life.
Thank you so much. What's
Everybody,
going on?
we are on Crappens on Demand today, as we are every day these days. So if you want things on video, you can find that over at Patreon. If you want our bonus episodes, this week's episode is going to be a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City trailer trash, which is where we trash a trailer for 10 hours at a time. So that's going to be really fun. So join us over at Patreon. Also, Mondays we do things now. So some Mondays, every 2 Mondays, we do Crappy Hour, which is our live show talking to you guys about Bravo News. And then every other week, we do Amazon Lives at 4 p.m. Pacific over at Amazon Live. You can find, that's going to be this coming Monday, by the way, the 18th. You can find info in our Instagram page, and we post links there every week. So just check our Instagram, Watch What Crappens. I'm Ronnie Karam. That's Ben Mandelker on Instagram. Okay, give us a follow. So there's that. And then what's the other thing? I think that's it for now, right?
Sure. I don't remember. You know what? Like, I don't remember. We watched 2 Housewives shows last night, and they were both amazing. So I'm just astounded that I have any functionality left, because I feel like I was flattened by them because they were so fun.
They were so good. They were both so good, and the SLC trailer. Okay, but before we start, I have some personal stuff I need to talk about. So I am in Los Angeles right now. This is my front door in Texas. Okay, this is my Texas.
Got it.
Some guy showed up today, rang the doorbell. So of course I got the thing. Can I tell you, this guy is adorable. I didn't get his face. Well, that's probably good. You're not supposed to show random people's faces, right? Okay, so we don't get his face. Trust me, he's hot. I was like, what is this person doing at my door? I'm assuming selling something, because he's wearing like a shirt with brands on it. But then he like picked something up at the door and walked off. And I was like, what did he pick up? Like, did I have a package? Is he stealing a package? So now I'm showing you, it's a bowl on a plate on a tray. Do you see this? It's a bowl on a plate on a tray, and it looks like cheesecake. Is it cheesecake?
But
now that I look at it, I can't believe I'm calling this person. It's food. It's food. And I'm looking, but now I'm saying he's hot. But now that I'm looking, I'm wondering if it's the neighbor's son, who's now a teenager, and I'm calling some teenager hot. I'm so sorry if I sound like a pedo. I'm not a pedo. But now that I've made it this big, I'm like, maybe that's the neighbor's son.
So anyway, maybe the neighbor dropped off cheesecake for you to be like, hey, Ronnie, we made cheesecake. Do you want to have a piece? And then you never answered the door, so they went and retrieved it.
Oh, well, that makes this all much less exciting. I thought a hot person showed up at my door with cheesecake. Now it's just the neighbor's son making me taste his dad's. Get the fuck off my doorstep. I'm on GLP-1s. What are you thinking? What kind of neighbor are you? Send over a hot person in a thong with that. How dare you? I'm going to have those. I'm calling the HOA.
HOATOGO.
Well, I'm actually really glad I brought this up with you, because I was going to spend the whole day like, oh my God, someone's in love with me. Some hottie just showed up with cheesecake. Fucking neighbors.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's always very exciting when there's like a hot delivery person. There once was like a Postmate who was so hot. I like took a picture. I was like, Dom, look at this person who came and delivered a burrito today. And I have it somewhere. I have the screenshot somewhere. I wish I don't know. Maybe it's in the Ring archive somewhere, because he was like hot and he was like in a tank top and he like smiled at the Ring cam. And I was like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. He's like, hey, possibly the house of Steven Spielberg. I'm available for acting.
That's right. Like Steven Spielberg, who now lives in a townhouse. So anyway, the point is, whatever it was that you were supposed to add to the intro, I don't remember what it was. I just received my coffee from Starbucks because my French press broke this morning, and by it broke, I dropped it. So I'm ramping up with the coffee right now. I have to say this episode of Orange County was so good. It was so good. Even Gina had a good moment. Was it just last week where I was ranting about how every single season I'm like, oh, can we just get rid of Gina? And then she does something good. And I say, you know what? She's earned her keep. I'm refusing to do that this time, but good God, she was really good last night. I was shocked.
I don't know if she's earned her keep because it's years and years and years.
She has not earned her keep.
But
I'm not giving her the keep.
She's earned my respect for at least an episode because, last week on Crappy Hour, I think we both went completely off on Gina and Emily. And now, look at Gina. I was very impressed.
Look at Gina.
You have to give credit where credit is due. Does she make me crazy? Sure. Will I say it every day still? Sure. But give credit where it's due. She is due credit. Very nicely done, Gina. I'm proud of you. Keep that energy. Keep the energy.
She really, it was like a different
change the weave
thing.
And keep the energy. You know what I mean?
I feel like we've never really seen the side of her where she basically was like, she came in authoritatively and was like, you are not allowed to do this at my table, which may explain because last night I definitely had a dream where I was at a party and there was a terrible gay there and he was being so mean to me. But I was like, I don't care about this guy. And I was sitting at a table with a bunch of people and they're like, you just have to get to know him. And I told him off in front of the entire table. I forget what I said. It was also such a good tell off. I was like, I became Gina in my dream. And I was like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I mean, it was more than that because that's very basic, but it was so good. And I wonder, did Gina incept me? Should I be alarmed?
I'm over here like, was the terrible gay me? The dream.
No.
Because I dreamt that I got told off by somebody at a dinner party. So I think I might have intercepted you.
No, this was like
Ben, you'll get used to him. You'll get used to him. I do a podcast with him every day for 13 years. I'm used to him.
This guy was like it was like a floppy gay with like a scarf and was just like giving me evil eyes, was just being so mean to me. And then I was like, you think that you I can't even do it in real life. I don't even
a floppy gay with a scarf.
It was terrible. And I told him off. I was like, this is my table. You came in here with your one eye closed and you're sloshed.
You are being rude. You're being rude right now, Tamara. Okay.
You're sloshed. And I also have to say, okay, listen, we talked about it. Gretchen Rossi, bad tweets, bad social media. I am compartmentalizing. I'm telling you this all right now. I'm compartmentalizing. You can come at me however you want. Gretchen was fucking great this episode too.
She was too.
Okay, you can come at me. I don't care because guess what? Gretchen's the one whose tweets we found. We all know three-quarters the Real Housewives are not aligned. I will say they're not aligned with me politically. Okay, and I cannot go on a witch hunt every single time. Okay, I've just accepted it and I'm moving on. Gretchen was fucking great this episode, and she had a moment which we're gonna get to, and you know the moment that it is. That when she said that one thing, I was watching. I literally went like this. Whoa!
Yeah. Well, listen. I've always said, Gretchen, if you come for Tamara as hard as you come for trans and gay rights, you're gonna do well. And she did. She did. So. She did. Also, there's a difference between disagreeing with someone politically and being pissed that someone is liking the hateful shit that she's liking. So, I can disagree with people politically, but that's a little different, fuck
I
her.
I was saying it politely to be like, these people, so many of them have liked and supported causes that are in cross purposes to the rights that I support, that people I believe should have. So I'm accepting that, but I'm also like though I'm still embracing my entertainment. I'm embracing my stories,
listen. Even people we don't like can do well. And I think it's important to be able to, when we do this show, to be able to say even our favorites are wrong sometimes, and even our villains are right sometimes. And this time our villains were right. I mean, I was like, yes, Mag, go. You go, girls.
Yeah.
So
You
let's
say Mag go.
Mag, go, girl.
You Mag go, girl.
So here we go. We start at dinner. At the end of dinner in New Orleans, the dinner where Heather got coffee bukkakeed by Joe the waiter, and there was some ghost. That was such a fun dinner, wasn't it, ladies? That was very, very fun. I was like, that was so fun, yeah. Sharon's like, is this bourbon? Listen, can I drink this street? Can I drink the street?
She's just up against the wall, just trying to drink the wall. So they're walking down Bourbon Street, which Heather hates, because the truth is, I think anyone over a certain age, maybe I'm going to say 24, hates Bourbon Street. And especially if you are like a fancy schmancy person like Heather Dubrow, you are not into Bourbon Street.
No.
But she's doing her like poor person, fun, down for everything. I held pizza on the street once in New York persona. She's like, oh, look at this. It's a hurricane. It's a beverage in a tall glass. This is hilarious. And you get to keep the glass as a souvenir. And when you go home, you can beat your maid with it. Fun. Fun.
I was traumatized on Bourbon Street when we were in New Orleans. We were there at like 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
People were so wasted, including us, when we'd been walking around and parading all day, and we were with a group of friends, and we went to this place. It was packed full of people. I mean, it really was biblical.
Howard's?
Like it was just like biblical Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, I don't know. It was like demons with drunk, crazy demons everywhere is what I was seeing. And this one guy was standing. He was like obviously cracked out of his mind, kind of dancing. And he was like, I miss my mom. Like he came right up to me and went, I miss my mom. And just drunkenly, I was like, call her, And he went, no! And he like came for me with his eyes satanic, like raging at me. He was like, ah! Like a demon from hell. And I barely got away. I was traumatized. I mean,
yeah.
And then they tried not to seat our party, and then I let them have it. I pulled a Gina. I was like, you will not be rude to my party. And then they sat us, and everyone was like, Jesus, you were so nice 15 minutes ago. I was like,
the crazy
Bourbon
part
Street
is
did something to me.
that guy who like went demonic on you, he was actually on the news a few months ago. He was like, I just saw Heather Dubrow on Bourbon Street and I am traumatized.
Heather actually scared everybody scary off Bourbon Street. It's safe now, guys. It's totally safe for Ronnie.
Yeah, no, we went to that restaurant. And I remember there was someone at our table who made a scene. Do you remember that?
Me?
It was a girl. They did not have a certain, like they didn't have like a shrimp, and she was so mean to the waiter. And I was
really?
And there were drunk people. Yes, it was something like that. And there were drunk people everywhere. It was chaotic. It was so wild. That was such a fun night.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't your friend. It wasn't your friend, by the way. It was someone else entirely.
Oh no, that friend is Robin. Is that girl? And she's so chill. She would never.
She was great. I loved her.
She was.
But
Really
it wasn't
cool.
her. There was just some other person at our table. I don't know how they.
We ended up with all these people because it was a parade day, and Robin knows she lives there, so she knows all these people. She was taking us like from house to house. Remember, we were going like house party along the parade route, so we got to go into all these cool New Orleans places, looking over the parade route. We met all these crazy New Orleans people.
Oh my God, it was such an amazing night.
Yeah, it was, and so we ended up with this big ragtag group at the end. We had no idea who anybody was.
It was
but
wandering the streets.
That was.
We were
fun.
basically like doing Heather Dubrow before Heather Dubrow was doing Heather Dubrow. So, so Heather's like just pretending like she's not absolutely repulsed by everything going on the streets, and it's just like total chaos everywhere. And then like some people wind up on a balcony. So we have Emily, Gina, and Tamara and Katie are on a balcony. And this is like one of these things where we're seeing them having activities, but this is also a previously on the Real Housewives thing. So there's like lots of flashbacks interspersed with their chatter.
Yes. So Gina's like, so how are you feeling about Shannon? Because I feel like it's good. It's good, me. And Tamara's like, well, and then we see flashbacks of, all this stuff. Like, how could Shannon throw away our friendship? And Shannon being like, just because I hugged Tamara doesn't negate all of the attacks. And all this good stuff. And then we see the attacks, like Tamara calling Shannon an alcoholic and a drunk and a stupid person. And then we go back to the present. And Emily's like, they're not good. They're just coexisting. And
Katie's saying how like, oh, well, Shannon just hates me now, so it's taking it off of you, Tamara. She's like, yeah, she does hate you. And then we see a flashback to the party where Shannon goes, how dare you record me? That girl is worse than Alexis Bellino. She is worse than Earl the Pearl, and he doesn't even eat vegetables. Worse than Tamara Judge. Well, we are done. We are done.
Well, one thing I know about Shannon, she gets upset about something and she'll hold on to it forever, forever, forever.
That's also because you tend to get in her ear and restoke the fires of her rage every single time.
I love that Tamara's like, oh my God, she got mad about one little thing and she's still mad. You chased her around calling her a stupid drunk all season. You never let up all season. She's like,
What? What'd I do? Why are you mad at me?
Tamara, who like ridiculed Shannon to her face and called her an alcoholic a million times, is now like, ugh, whatever. And then meanwhile, it's like, Katie, you like had an interaction with a blogger, which, by the way, I found out about by interacting with other bloggers. How dare you? Like, that's the thing that actually bothers her the most.
yeah.
I just heard from some sources who type a lot on the internet.
Yeah, your sources are totally bloggers for sure. So yeah, Emily's like, well, I don't like her dictating Jen's relationship with you, that's for sure, because Katie shouldn't have any say in that. And Tamara's like,
Yeah, I don't like that.
no, she's not dictating Jen's relationship with anybody. Jen hates Tamara because Tamara is horrible to Jen and always has been and is currently passing around fatty photos, fatty photos, fatty photos.
The fatty photos are
They're
back.
so fat Walgreens couldn't even print them. They needed to get a bigger printer.
Yeah, and then we see a flashback of Jen saying, well, Shannon told me you better not roll on me. And I said, well, I mean, why would I ever do that? I can just walk over you instead. And she said, no, I mean, that's a metaphor. And I said, I'm not following. So then we go back to the present, and Gina's like,
You know what, with Gretchen at least, like, she seems like reasonable and like she wants to like move forward with you, Tamara.
and we see like a flashback of Gretchen saying that she's been praying about it, and she's been asking God to change her heart on the subject, and God said, new number, who dis?
yeah. If you were really praying and God was really listening right now, God would say, why are you wearing a bow in your head? You're 50. Take the bow out of your head. Okay, baby Jane, take it out of your head. You look like a baby trying to be Jackie Onassis and baby Jane at the same time. Stop it. Change.
God's like, if I wanted to have you have a change of heart about Tamara, I would have done it many years ago. I made you come back on this show for a reason. Like, God's like, I got something to do on Thursdays at 8 o'clock, so get to it.
God
Like, I
does
need to
not
see my
lead
shows. Do
people
it.
to go on Real Housewives. He just doesn't. I'm sorry.
Did you say? Did you say God does not need people to go on Real Housewives?
He does not lead people. God's not like, here's how you're going to fulfill my plan. Go onto television with bows. That'll stop everything bad in the world, No.
No, God does not. Although you don't tell Whitney Rose that.
Because you know who'd made the Real Housewives? The Lord did.
I can't. So Gina's like, yeah, she's reasonable. And Gretchen prayed. So then we see flashbacks between Tamara and Gretchen fighting. And Emily's like, well, you're working on yourself, Tamara. You're going to therapy. I mean, just prove for people that you can be different. That's all you really need. Oh, my God, look what I've got in my purse. A beignet. This is hilarious, America.
So now we're in the hotel, and there's a train going by, and Gina's like, hi. She's waving to the train, which, I don't know. I feel like there's a metaphor in there somewhere. Like Gina just like waving at some inanimate object just barreling beyond her.
Gina's like,
Guys, I heard about a puppy parade. It's basically something we should get involved in because it's like a parade that's full of dogs that Dorit had returned to a kill shelter.
Yeah, it's a puppy parade. And then there's someone named Robin on the phone, or Barkus. The organization is called Barkus, which reminds me a lot of the Workus twins. It's like, imagine a Workus parade. It's just like both twins.
Carl. But they're dogs. It's all the dogs. Carl.
The Barkus twins.
Carl.
So this lady's like, we're not just a puppy parade. We're one of the biggest dog parades on earth. I'm like, okay, Robin, you need to.
Okay, Rob. Okay.
Okay, relax, Robin.
Yeah,
Someone get her a
sorry to
pinball machine.
offend
I think
you.
she needs a little bit of a hobby here.
We're not just a puppy parade. We're a lifestyle.
We are not only just a puppy parade, not even just a dog parade. We are the biggest parade in America. Okay, Robin, you just need to settle down here. Okay.
Robin's really into that puppy parade. And Emily's like, well, I have 3 dogs. I should be in a puppy parade. We want to do it. And Robin's like, we would love to have you. Welcome. The biggest parade in the world with really no criteria to reach to be in the parade. Just call us on a random parade day and join us.
Yeah. So then Jen, Gina, and Gretchen and Heather get on a trolley, and they're just loving it. And Heather's like, so where are we going? Also, does anyone know, does this trolley have another level up, maybe with bar service? Just wanted to know. No? Okay.
Is there service on this trolley? Because Mama could use a little drink. We're going to go to the French market, and then there's a dog parade.
And so Gina decided that today is the day that she wants to have some fun because, every other day in vacation, you plan to be utter hell. And so she's strategically chosen to have my very mentally tough friend Emily take one for the team and go with the troublemakers.
I'm gonna have a little fun at lunch, and I'll see you at dinner, bitches. Good luck.
So the troublemakers are Katie, Tamra, and Shannon. Also known as the people that are the most entertaining on the show, I'd like to add. And then, well, maybe not Katie.
I sent all the ratings to the other trolley.
Yeah, exactly. So then they're in a car, and they're talking about, I guess, last night. And Tamara's like,
Shannon, any bruises from falling off the cock?
and we see that last night they were riding a mechanical bull, and the bull was called a cock, which doesn't really make sense because cocks are roosters, but maybe it was a mechanical rooster that she fell off of. I don't know, but they're very excited to say cock a bunch of times.
I looked up bullcock and it says bull penis walking canes. So I don't know. That's something you can buy, guys. I tried bull's penis, so you don't have to. Oh, actually, that's on Real Housewives of Miami, I think. They actually do that. Bull penis canes. So there's a cane that's shaped like a bull penis that you could buy.
Oh.
So that's something. So I'd like to thank Shannon for bringing that into my life. But yeah, Shannon falls off. And then we see Katie alone in a car, which I feel like is going to be the rest of Katie's season, talking to Matt on the phone. And she's like, so I just had it out with Shannon. We're supposed to go to Cafe Du Monde, and Shannon walked in, and she's like, I'm not going if she's going. And so we see this happen. And Shannon's like,
I'm not comfortable right now, and I will not be around you, and I'm not going if Katie's going. I don't care if there are donuts. I'll go somewhere. Wait, donuts? You're right. Okay, Katie, you're going somewhere else. Okay, you're not coming to the donut.
Okay, I would like to take a vote on whether or not Katie should come with us. If all in favor, say Ben yay. And all against say Ben nay. Okay, Ben yays win. Katie, you're out.
So I love that, God forbid that Shannon eats a small fried square of bread with powdered sugar in the presence of Katie. She's like,
I do not feel comfortable whatsoever because she may record me with powdered sugar all over my face, and that would be mortifying.
So Katie's like, whatever. I don't need to get this beignet here.
Yeah, she's like, I wasn't going to eat that anyway. So you've got Shannon who refuses to talk to Katie for recording her, but Shannon's totally fine with hanging out with Tamra, who told every blogger on earth about Shannon being an alcoholic, and then threatened pictures from Alexis's Bellino's phone against. I mean, I don't know. Shannon's priorities are a little odd, I have to say.
Yeah. So Katie's basically telling Matt, like, whatever, I'm going to go with the other group of girls. And she's like, and Katie even says basically what you just said. She goes, I mean, you've been around Alexis, who is suing you with her boyfriend for $75,000, and I can't eat a goddamn beignet with you? Give me a break. So then we go back to the trolley, and Jen's asking Gretchen, everyone how they felt about last night. And Gina's like,
You know, it was so good to have a night where it was like fun, but like, you know, like I spent a lot of time hearing your frustrations, Jen, like, and now your frustrations and everything, Gretchen, and like, are we ever gonna address any of those things, you know?
Yeah, because Gina is going to make sure, while she's saying she wants to have the fun bus for the day, she's also like, but you're still going to fight with Tamara later, right? Okay, we've all got that. That's still on the agenda, right? And Heather says, well, you know, Tamara said, you know, were you not in the room when she said she really wanted to talk to you? I mean, Tamara is trying. Tamara is a good person now. Oh, I know Tamara's been terrible. I know, but underneath it all, she's a good toaster. And then we see a flashback to Emily saying they need to have a sit down, and Tamara saying, okay. That's Heather's
all it
evidence.
was.
Yeah, for Tamara being a good person now.
Tamara can't wait to make up with you. Everything is water under the bridge. 12 years ago, she said, I cannot wait to make up with Gretchen. And then the flashback. Do you want to meet up with Gretchen? Okay.
Yeah.
But you
so
know,
understated.
you have to be friends with her now because she's in a very emotional state because of Toddy. Okay?
Who's that? Toddy? I'm not
Toddy,
sure.
her little friend that she does the radio cast thing with on the
Oh,
YouTubes.
you mean Teddy? Teddy Mellencamp?
I don't know who you're talking about. She's a lady. I think she hurt her ankle or something. Tamara's very upset about it. Something about trying to go up some stairs. I don't know.
I don't know who this woman is, but I did get her address, and I sent her a bowl, and I said, here, you can send this to Nobu and see what it feels like to be a wealthy person. Enjoy.
I don't know who she is. Sounds poor. Can Tamara catch a break, guys?
So Gina's like,
Well, I mean, it seems like a good opportunity to make some progress.
so Gretchen's like,
Well, I'm trying to be optimistic about a possible reconciliation with Tamara, but the Bible is very clear because there's a commandment to forgive. So basically, this is a biblical moment I'm gonna have with Tamara.
oh God, you are so phony with your fucking Bible every 2 seconds. Give me a break. You married Slade, first of all, who was
Antichrist.
terrible. And speaking of people being right, you know, terrible people being right, Tamara wasn't really completely wrong about you and Slade. So I don't want to really hear about all of that when you have that history with Slade and his son, ma'am. Keep it to yourself.
So the trolley arrives at the French market, and Heather's like, ooh, should we get a drink? Look, there's maids everywhere to bring us something. It's like, those are people shopping at the market. I'm not sure I understand. People voluntarily go and just shop for the groceries for their employers.
I was hoping that this is where I could purchase some French people. They're very, very good at setting out cutlery.
So Gina wants to get a strawberry smoothie, and Heather's like, ooh, with no booze, so a virgin strawberry smoothie. And also 2 almond breezes, garçon. We are some wacky ladies, are we not? I love being young, hip, and very carefree.
Yeah, I feel like it would be sacrilegious not to eat a beignet in New Orleans. So we're gonna do that.
So they order some beignets, and then Gina says,
I could not be happier that Tamara's not here to catch me in my fatty photo. I'll just take all the beignets you got back there.
so then we go to Tamara, and she's walking with Shannon and Emily, and Tamara's like,
Whoa, right there. That's where Teddy and I sat, right at that table. Ugh.
I know. This was like 4 weeks ago. So she's like,
Oh my God. Last time I was at Cafe du Monde, it was probably 4 weeks ago.
I was here with Bronwyn and Teddy, which I did not realize about that Bronwyn was also in the mix in these trauma flashbacks. And she's like,
Which
I really
Bronwyn
having
was it?
so much-
I think it was Bronwyn Burke or Bronwyn Wyndham or whatever Bronwyn's name is these days. I think it was her.
Look at that.
Look at Bronwyn. Never forget, she was always an ardent Tamra defender. We saw it with our eyes. So Tamra's saying that they were eating beignets. And then after that, that's when Teddy found out about her cancer. So it's a bittersweet feeling for her because it's like the last sort of moment of innocence, I guess you could say. So Tamra orders some beignets and, then they go off and they eat the, Emily and Shannon go off to eat their beignets on like a bench. So that means that Emily gets to be wacky. She's like, oh my God, I've got sugar all over me. Isn't this crazy? And she's like shaking and like, oh, sugar. I'm really done.
So
with
wait,
this
they
shtick.
all just went to Cafe Du Monde? Why'd they all have to go separate?
No. The French Market people went and got beignets at the French Market.
Oh, come on. Keep your
Cafe Du
food
Monde.
separate. Like, if you're going to go to separate places, get separate things because it confuses me in my head.
Yeah, because it's like a lot of beignets.
It's just a lot of
It's a
beignets.
lot of
Now-
beignets. I
Yeah.
feel bad because we could have all gone as a group to have beignets and we
I
didn't.
feel bad.
So
I feel
Emily's like,
beignet.
look at me now, I'm covered in sugar. Oh, she shakes and like Pig Pen, just like dusts of sugar come off of her. And Tamara's just looking at her like,
Disgusting. It's snowing over here.
so then with Shannon,
Jax's bedroom.
say it again.
It says like Jax's bedroom.
Yeah, it's like Ali Sheedy shaking off her head in Breakfast Club and all the dandruff falls off. It's the snow in the picture.
Yeah.
So Shannon's like,
I mean, what am I going to do with Katie? What am I going to do?
and Emily says, just being different.
But she irritates me.
And they all laugh at her. And then meanwhile, with the other girl, the other girls, Heather's like, do you think you and Torcus will get married, Gina?
Travis? Who? My boyfriend, Travis?
Don't know him. Do you think you'll marry that poor hairy person that you're living with in squalor?
I don't know. I mean, everyone keeps asking me that, and I just don't know.
I'm like, do people keep asking you that? Do they? Anyway, do you need to get married?
I might. I mean,
And Heather's like, is it important to the kids? Because if it's not important, would they be interested in, I don't know, a role in the Dubrow estate? I don't know, washing silverware or doorknobs? Do they have to be available for your wedding?
What about you, Jenna? And Jen's like, I feel like kind of like you. Like, I don't know if I would have to be married again, but I think it's more for the kids and for Ryan, just because he wants to jerk off to me in a wedding bikini. So something I might do.
Whose kids would this be for? My kids. You have children? Yeah. Like, when you say that, do you mean like doggy children or like house plants? No, I've got like 6 children. I'm not sure I follow. You have children? Yeah.
How did you afford that? That's crazy. Wow. So Jen is going through her thing like, oh my God, what if I get married and it doesn't work out? I mean, oh God, thank God I'm married to someone completely stable, like a fuckboy who's lives next door to Jack Tripper and seems certainly ready to settle down. What could go
Paint on
wrong?
his denim. Yeah. So then Katie shows up and Gina's like, what? Where did you come from? She's like, damn it, I don't want Katie here. And Katie's like, well, I was supposed to go eat beignets at Cafe Du Monde. And then Shannon said, I'm not going if she's going and I feel safe around her. I don't feel safe around her. So I was like, well, I don't need to go. It's okay. You guys can go. And it's, by the way, Ronnie, reading this back, I was like, it was sort of surprising to me because it felt like at the end of this episode, it felt like everyone turned against Tamra. And it was sort of surprising to me because it seemed like all season, everyone was very pro-Katie. I'm sorry, anti-Katie and pro-Tamra. And it's been frustrating. And I was surprised that there was this pivot. And I'm realizing, oh, here's why there was the pivot. Because Tamra essentially indirectly did not stop. Or they're blaming Tamra for having Katie come over to ruin their side of the trip. Like, wait a second. We're not supposed to have Katie. This is Tamara's fault. Tamara could have shut this down and she didn't.
Down with Tamara. Well, they also made the mistake of Tamara made the mistake of sending Katie over to letting Katie go over to the enemy side where she could, cavort with them before dinner and like lay the groundwork of how terrible Tamara is, which no one really needs to lay that groundwork because Tamara is terrible. But also Tamara just showing up wasted, and Tamara getting caught yet again in some bullshit that everybody knows is just Tamara bullshit did not help her. Tamara really got herself fucked over in this episode.
It was amazing. So Katie is there and Heather goes, so they all just got up and left you by yourself? Are we allowed to do that?
We can do that.
I've spent 3 seasons and I could have done this to Gina all this time.
Let's do it right now. Okay? Let's try it.
When my authentic praline arrives, just have them send it to the hotel. I'm leaving right now.
But this is ridiculous. I mean, Shannon has the right to be pissed, but Shannon's coexisting in this trip with Tamara. Tamara, the worst person on the planet. So what is she thinking? And Shannon is telling us, oh, really? Really? There is no comparison between that one and this one. Come on.
I mean, can't you just coexist with Katie for the sake of the trip?
Nope.
I mean, that is...
No.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope, that is not going to happen, America. No.
So
now
Gina's
it's time
like,
to shop. Let's go shopping.
Yeah.
One group goes shopping, and Emily is still on the bench talking to the girls. And she talks about how she saw Jen the other day, and we went horseback riding. And she told me that you, Shannon, keep telling her, don't roll on me, like roll on Tamara. And Shannon's like, don't roll on me. Hey, don't roll on me. Don't roll on me, bro.
I was merely quoting my favorite singer, Steve Winwood. Roll with it, baby. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Right? Anyone? No?
So Shannon's like,
I was saying, don't take the role from me. Do not take the last role. That is my role.
I was merely saying I have some Rolos, and please don't take them. Okay? They're a lovely snack.
Wait a minute, like you're trying to get people to turn on me? Is that what you're saying?
And Shannon's like, well, I would never say something like that. Well, she meant don't fuck me over and go make up with Tamara is what she meant.
Oh wait, Shannon, she never said that.
And Shannon's like,
I've talked to her about my relationship with you and what happened between us last year. I don't think I will ever forget. I will never, ever forget that thing that happened that time. I don't remember it right now, but it was horrible. And it was a lot for me. I was at a very low point. I had just been assaulted by a house. A house! How dare you? How dare you?
I will never forget what you did to me, Tamara. Never for the rest of the days that I'm alive. I will never forget, which is why I am 100% on your side today.
So Tamara's like,
I was at a very low point, and 2 of you at one time called me a drunk. There's only one of me, Shannon. Well, there were 2 that day.
It's like, well, I totally understand how you feel that way, and that's why I don't really drink that much anymore myself.
and Tamara says, yeah, here comes Tamara's storyline.
I've learned that alcohol is not really good for me. Alcohol is very difficult when you're on the spectrum, and having one drink, okay, but if I go past that, that's when it gets nasty and dirty, and I say things that I don't mean, and my goal is to have conversations with people with no alcohol in me, bitch.
She goes, and you won't see me wasted ever. Ever. You're never going to see me wasted again, everybody. That's it. Me, Tamara Barney, sober kind of person in New Orleans. The best place to go sober suddenly.
and Shannon's like, well, I did have a good time last night getting fucked up with you. She's like,
well, can't you let it go, Shannon? We have a 10-year friendship. A 10-year friendship.
and we know what Tamara's doing. This is what Tamara does every time she's rallying the troops to come stick it to somebody. She suddenly starts coming up to people like, why aren't we friends?
I just don't understand it. We've always been such good friends. Okay, now go start Katie on fire. Here's the match.
I just can't jump back. I cannot jump back in, Tamara. I can't do it.
But she does immediately because Shannon's a wuss and she does it every damn year.
Like right at that moment, she jumps back in and she says,
I don't like fighting, but I'm not going to roll over either or roll on on it, as Jen sees.
I
Right?
just will not be hurt by you again. Are you braiding my hair? Yes, it's such lovely hair. I love you. I really do. I love you. I miss you so much, Shannon. You're such a good friend to me. We're such good friends, Shannon. You want a hug? You want to skip down the street? Come on, Shannon. Love you, Shannon.
I
So
am
full of shit.
hopeful.
I know, it's so obvious.
I'm hopeful that Tamara's apology is authentic and we're not screaming at each other. We're coexisting, and let's just sit with that. Also, when I was sitting with that, I accidentally sat on my beignet. So, does anyone have an extra one? I'm just curious.
So the other girls are shopping around, and Katie's like, "That's what we need. Look, there's Sage." And Heather's like, a child holding Sage. All right, put the child in the back trunk of the Uber. You know what? They're easier to train when their brains are still stretchy."
Oh my God, Sage. Finally, I can put my maid in this. What? Oh, you said Sage. I thought you said Cage. Never mind.
And Gina's like,
Oh my God, it's a snow globe. I can get it for my daughter.
who buys a snow globe on vacation? Like, who? Especially with a Real Housewives suitcase packed full of shit. You can't just put snow globes full of water in suitcases. Are they even allowing that now? Like, why can't I bring toothpaste onto a goddamn plane, but you can carry around a snow globe full of what looks like drugs?
I feel like a snow globe is a double infraction. It's a triple infraction. It looks like drugs. There's, I'm sure, more than 2.5 ounces of liquid. And on top of that, you could crack that open and it become sharp glass and a weapon. So down with snow globes on a plane.
So then we see a flashback of Gina telling Gretchen and Jen about Tamara talking about a former fatty photo. So it's fatty photo time, guys. And Jen's like, oh my God, this was driving me nuts in the trolley. I just felt like, Heather's trying to stand up for Tamara, like trying to diffuse the situation. And we see a flashback and Jen saying, well, if someone came up to me and called me a single white female, she didn't call you a single white female to me. Anyway, that movie starred Bridget Fonda, who was thin and gorgeous. Can't we just take the gifts where they come?
And then we see a flash, like Heather's like, she never said to me that you're a single white female. And then we get a flashback within the flashback.
You know what? I call her a single white female. She seems like a single white female to me, bitch.
Well, whatever the picture is, I guarantee you that was a time in my life where I was home raising my family and I was not focused on myself. I wasn't focused on what I wore. I wasn't focused on a fucking gym. So she should probably take a playbook out of mine and take a note out of my playbook was what I meant and fucking raise her family. This whole dumbing it down to make it seem like it wasn't that bad is bullshit. And I can't actually wait to see this picture. I cannot wait to see this picture, this fatty photo. Give me a fatty photo. I will live it. I will be on the cover of Good Housekeeping. Fatty photo all you want. I'm not ashamed of anything. Show me as a size 4. I dare you, Tamara.
So what? I was 3 pounds heavier at one point in my life wearing a flouncy dress. I don't care. Put me on Walrus Fancy. I'm proud of it. It's like, it's such, and they keep showing the photo. First of all, I love how she is actually like, this photo is plaguing her because I think there must be there's something, she's trying to act like she's owning it, but she's also, I think, embarrassed. And I think she has this in her imagination, some photo where she's like a balloon or something like that. And they keep showing the photo and she looks completely normal. And it's just so funny. Oh, she's like, I can't, like, she's bringing it up to she's like obsessed now. Like everywhere she goes, she's like, sir, have you seen my former fatty photo? Ma'am, have you seen my former fatty photo? I need to see this thing. I need to find it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. She's like, well, I hope she doesn't show the clip that she's been showing.
This is Leonardo DiCaprio when Jen was raising him terribly. Look at everything she put into.
It's like, that's what eating Gilbert Grape. Could we please not bring that into the conversation?
So now Tamara, Emily, and Shannon are in a car talking about going into a parade, the doggy parade, and the other car, the other women are riding along, and Heather's like, oh my God, Gina, you are shedding all over me.
Oh my God, sorry, it's my coat.
No, your poorness. I feel it shedding on me, and I'm very uncomfortable. You may have to,
I feel the
think,
chill
do
of
this.
coupons next to me. Can somebody get me a sweater?
I'm starting to be able to smell things like penny savers. I need to get out of this car.
Well, it means a lot to me to be part of the Barkus Parade, which brings awareness to adopting dogs. Dogs that don't eat french fries because they're terrified of them. I feel like having a dog around helps me feel normal. They're therapy. I can't imagine life without dogs, which is why I've got a hot dog in my purse, everybody.
How do you think the dog feels? Emily's like, having a dog around me makes me feel normal. The dogs are like, get me out of this hell house.
So everybody talks about how they love dogs. And then we get to rescuing, and Shannon's like,
Well, I think that it's great that our group can go out and support rescuing animals. I wouldn't do it, but people do, apparently. So use dogs.
I mean, if we didn't have rescues, if we didn't believe in rescues, Gina and Emily wouldn't be here.
So then we find out that Gina actually has 2 non-rescues. She's like,
Sorry, I think that adopting animals is great. I do, and I fully support it. I just have like 2 very fancy doodles, and like, what are you gonna do? I can't save everybody.
you've literally saved nobody, actually. Just save something. Something.
And what's the point of
like
paying
a Diet
so
Coke
much
can
for-
and recycle it. So save something.
yeah. And what's the point of like buying 2 dogs that are so expensive just to like Sharpie on them like doodle on the side of their fur?
Why buy such expensive dogs just to put them in a stupid house? Put them in the bro's mansion. No, that argument had no logic. I thought I was going somewhere with it.
I did rescue a condo. So
Shannon's like,
Well, I did buy some clearance items from Marshall's. Does that count as rescuing?
I rescued Archie from the 4 Seasons, so.
Speaking of which, would anyone mind if I added 4 seasonings to my beignet right now? I am just starving.
So I got my coffee. So so now they're marching in this parade, which looks actually really fun. And Emily's like, "Hi everybody, thanks for coming out to support Barkus. All of us have rescue dogs except for Gina. Here's photos of mine." I just was like waiting for someone to throw an egg at her, like, "Boo, get off the stage. We want to watch the parade."
yeah. And how did she just call to be part of this parade, but now she's like speaking for the whole parade, you know? And it's like, oh, look, everybody, here's 2 of mine. And Robin's like, and how important are they in your life? It's like, more important than my husband. Shane falls asleep on the couch the majority of the time. Togo sleeps in the bed next to me. It's also a sandwich chain. And we spoon. I mean, my dogs are my soulmates.
Well, this was fun, and by fun, I mean, why are we doing free things on the street, Gina? Is there anything else to do? Gina's like, guys, I wanted to have a really fun day, so I found a restaurant that's going to let us pass out flyers with discounts on them.
Guys, we're going to go see the Voodoo Queen, Bloody Mary. Oh, well, about time we got a cocktail around here. No, that's her name, Bloody Mary.
So they go to this woman, another Ronnie Karam classic.
Totally.
I
She's
love
like, welcome. I am Bloody Mary. Welcome to my voodoo shop. May the spirits will come and say hello. And if you turn around, there's a voodoo bar. This lady is terrifying. Is Bruce Valanche playing this lady? Like, she's like the mom from Hairspray.
It was like Bruce Valanche meets like Grace Under Fire. So it was whatever her name was again. I forgot. But she was like very animated. Like she clearly has a shtick that she does where she tries to like scare people, but also be like funny and fun. So like, okay, all right, we teach you how to feed the dolls and we tell them what to do and who they are. But everything that you do to the doll, do it with intention. It could be the man or woman that you're trying to lure into your life.
Like Travis.
Who is this Travis person that people keep talking about?
You dress them, we bless them.
Did you
Well, I
say
feel
that?
like Shannon's exhausted all other options of getting a man, so why not try voodoo? Oh, please, you met your man on GChat.
No, the least romantic of all the messaging services.
You weren't
So,
even dating your man, and your man was like, well, we're both single. I guess we should get married. And you said, okay. Like, you have the least romantic story out of anybody on Housewives. Please save it. At least Shannon's out there trying.
Yeah. So Mary's like, now everyone, voodoo is not to harm each other, okay? But try to get what you want out of it.
So it's not evil?
And she goes, humans are evil. I mean, a bigger area. Okay, everyone go in the courtyard. I love that she's like, voodoo's not evil. You all are the problem. We are the problem.
The dolls are scared of you. The dolls asked me to put a couple of pins in you, okay? Oh,
Question. Hello, television actress has a question for Bloody Mary.
Yeah, what do you need,
Miss
honey?
Bloody, do you have any voodoo dolls that have a resemblance of Wendy Malick? Is that a silly question? Because she does sort of look like a voodoo doll on her own. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm so sorry, man, but we're not allowed to make voodoo dolls actually working in high-quality networks at the moment. Damn it.
I
This
don't
woman's really
follow.
pressing my buttons.
Wait, is this true? Wendy Malick is working on a prestige program right now? What sort of
with
voodoo is
Harrison
this?
Ford. With Harrison Ford, Eileen, she's winning.
Hold
Wendy
on 1
Malick,
second.
the opposite of a voodoo doll.
Someone get Eric Stoltz on the phone. We need to do prestige together.
You want to work like Wendy Malick, you're going to need a few more pricks in you, honey. Get over here.
Terry, call the agents. Tell them we need to find any A-list actor over a certain age to be in some TV show on some program, preferably on the HG network. Do this right now, Terry.
Let them know that I know Josh Flagg. Years ago, when we first started doing live shows, people would bring us like gifts and stuff. And I got a gift. I don't know what you got that year. She gave you something too,
Where
but
was
she
this?
gave me I don't remember, but she gave me a voodoo doll of Tamra. It's a Tamra voodoo doll. And it even came with like little pins. It's like this little doll and it had Tamra's face printed on it. I still have that in my closet. And I have it in my closet in Texas because I don't want to leave it out because it just seems so weird. Like, who would keep a voodoo doll of Tamra? It's just bizarre. But I had to keep it. I couldn't get rid of it. So it's back there. I still have one.
This is the difference between like the Ronnie people and the Ben people, because like you get voodoo dolls and people are like, Ben, I made you something that you could like put on your sewing machine. it's like here's something to keep your fabric aligned. It's for you. It was like voodoo doll for Tamra.
I love it. It's one of the best things I ever got. I'm keeping
That's
it forever.
great.
I'm going to be buried with it.
And that's no shade, obviously, to our listeners. I just think it's really funny, like what comes down what comes down the way for both of us.
I loved it. So then we
yeah.
go to Shannon, Gretchen, and Tamra, and Mary's like, so are you onlookers and not participants? Is that it? Okay, there's no such thing as an observer, and that goes for all of you. So once you're an observer participant, okay? So you're part of this. So you can pretend you're not part of this, but you're part of this, okay, lady with the ribbon in your hair? I'm looking at you, okay? I'm looking at you, pencil with eyes. And Gretchen's like,
Okay, well then I'm gonna leave.
and she says she's leaving because it's spooky, but we know she's leaving because she thinks it's satanic. Like,
Yeah.
She's like, voodoo? I don't like voodoo.
Okay, sure. So I also think it's funny that this lady is like the ambassador for voodoo. Like, isn't like voodoo like born out of like Africa and like Haiti, and you have this old white lady be like, let me tell you about voodoo. It's sort of a funny ambassador. So Tamra is, but listen, I love Bloody Mary. She can be on the show any episode that I want, any episode, any day, I should say. So Tamra's like,
If I don't have enough problems right now, I don't need any bad spirits.
I'm like, you are the bad spirit. You are the voodoo spirit. You are the pin that
you're
goes
the
into
one.
the doll.
Yes, you're the one that's infusing all those dolls. You're like the fucking spirit stone. What does he collect on the? What are the stones? You're like an infinity stone of evil. Like you're gonna bring all of these things to life. You know.
Well, what is a voodoo doll gonna do? I saw the Brady Bunch.
So I don't know what that means. Was there a voodoo episode of the Brady Bunch?
There must have been. My first exposure to voodoo, I think, was like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. He's like, oh, we're gonna find the spice, guys.
And wasn't there like a kid who like a young prince in there or some who was doing voodoo on people and people were like, ah, and I was like, I love it. I want to do that to all my enemies as a child. I was like, sign
Wouldn't
me
it be
up
so
for voodoo.
easy? Yeah, just to torture people with a little doll. But she's reframing voodoo as like a goal-setting thing. She's like, here's what voodoo is. Positive affirmations. No, that's not what voodoo is. Like, you need to steal someone's hair, glue it on something, stick them with a pin, and then watch them have a headache. You know, that's what voodoo is. That's what I've learned from movies. I didn't know voodoo was like, oh, wow, you get a doll and you tell it that you hope it gets a man. You know?
I don't know how you do the voodoo that you do, but what a man. What a man. So Gina is like, so they walk out. Basically, Shannon, Tamra, and Gretchen walk out, which is funny. And Gina's like, that's an interesting throuple to walk out. And she's not wrong. It is sort of hilarious. These like legacy members of the show, legacy blondes, are exiting stage left because they don't want to do voodoo.
People who love Jesus, come outside to the Jesus loving place. We're not going to have any part of this. Not going to have any part of it.
I wouldn't say that I love Jesus, but I do believe that there is a beignet vendor out there, so I will join you.
I figured as long as we're having positive affirmations, I'm giving this doll a donut. Look, it worked.
Shannon just voodooed herself to have a donut.
Well, everyone, it's not my fault I had the donut. Unfortunately, the doll made me do it, so... How does the doll want another donut? I guess so. The doll can't control herself. Have another donut, doll. Please don't take a photo of that doll.
A fatty photo of a voodoo doll. So Gina's like,
What do you think they're talking about?
well, I mean, I'll tell you, earlier today, Shannon and Tamara basically made up, and I just sat between them. I mean, they're not gonna be best friends and braid each other's hair and spend the night in each other's room, but it was a step forward. And Jen's like, well, listen, I want Shannon to do whatever she needs to do with Tamara, but Shannon, who's rolling on who now? Who's rolling on who now, Shannon?
It's true. So Gina's like,
All right, well, one person made up with Tamra. That's pretty good.
so then Tamara, the trio are outside, and Tamara's like,
Are they making voodoo dolls about us? Would that be funny?
and Shannon's like,
Well, unfortunately, I do think that they are because I am feeling very compelled to go over to this beignet vendor again. It's not my fault. I swear to God, they're doing voodoo on me, quite literally.
They're going to be possessed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jen's voodoo doll was like, oh, let's make it look like Tamara.
And Jen's saying,
Yeah, well, if Tamara was to be making a voodoo doll of me, it would be like, my hair's longer. Yeah, I'll use hair extensions for it. Jen's ugly. Yeah, I'll use a plastic surgeon. Jen's fat. Yeah, and I'm going to do fitness videos so I can be like Tamara.
Tamara's even mad about like the voodoo dolls copying her. So Shannon's like,
So, what happened when Katie went over to your side at the French market? Tell me everything. Spill the deets, girlfriend.
and Gretchen's like,
Oh, when she came up mad with us? Well, she just said that, like, you said that she's a criminal and that you don't want to be anywhere. What? What? I never said the word criminal. I said she does illegal things and should be in jail because that is in her nature and that is her station in life as someone who does illegal things. I never said she was a criminal.
I just said she should be taken care of by the criminal court justice system.
and the
Criminal
jorts.
jorts. Also,
Her
the
jorts
jorts are
are-
criminal. Like, jorts are criminal.
We know that was some voodoo. Whoever invented those was under the spell of voodoo. Jorts.
Well, I said you committed an illegal act, and I have said my piece with you, and there's not one fucking word that you can say to me that will change my mind. She recorded me, and that is against the law.
and Gretchen goes,
Oh, we're back to that. Well, I like Katie, and, listen, in fairness, Shannon, you got a DUI, and that's illegal, too.
and she's like,
Oh, she just shut Shannon up right with that. That came so out of left field to me. I was not expecting Gretchen just to do that, and it was so good. I mean, because Shannon like,
You want to be friends with people who commit legal acts?
well, you committed a DUI. which is way worse. You
She-
could have killed someone.
She literally shut Shannon up. I mean, Shannon was just like,
It was.
boop, boop, boop.
She shut me up.
Okay.
I mean, I went, oh.
Oh, shit, shots are fired. I mean, that's the first thing I ever agreed with Gretchen on.
And so Gretchen's like,
Well, what do you think of the situation, Tamara? She's like, well, I think maybe you give her another chance and she fucks up again, you know? Okay, well, says the girl where she just went and tried to get a story reported about you. She had a meeting with a woman.
A woman.
Can you believe it? Of all the genders to meet with, she met with a woman.
So Gretchen is like,
Who's that? And Tamara's like, Kiki Monique. I don't even want to say it because it's so disgusting. Oh, God, that she met with Kiki Monique.
so then Tamara's like,
I was warned about this story before we started filming. Somebody in the press reached out to me to let me know that Katie had lunch with a blogger. Can you believe it? That I had to hear from a blogger that Katie has been meeting with bloggers. Awful. Just awful.
Her name is Kiki Monique, and she said some pretty horrific things about me.
okay, fine. But did Kiki Monique repeat the things that she said? No. So why are you dragging her into it? I mean, Kiki Monique's always been, she's always been so nice to people, I think.
yeah,
Right? I mean,
Kiki's
of course,
great.
we're friends with her. We like Kiki Monique, So, I mean, maybe I'm not being, fair or whatever, but I've
We don't
never
have to
heard
be
her say
fair.
anything evil. I've always thought she was very nice.
Kiki is great. We don't have to be fair. We're not the New York Times. We're not like reporting on the news. We can be biased, but also I just can't take seriously a situation where you're mad at someone for talking to bloggers, and the way you found out is because you talked to two separate bloggers about it. So Tamara's like, she's like,
Well, I told you, Katie said that you told her that I roofied you.
you know how I had to rewind that 3 times so I can follow it. Okay. Tamara found out from someone who heard that Katie told Kiki, that Gretchen told Katie, that Tamara roofied Gretchen. I was like, let me let me process this. I'm reading Thomas Pynchon right now. This is like so labyrinthine. But like, so
You
here's
should have been
already.
reading
This
Bronson Pinchot.
you are ridiculous.
If you wanted to be really smart.
You are ridiculous.
Come on, you're
don't be
ridiculous.
ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Not you are. That's at the Shannon version.
You are ridiculous. That's a classic Bronson Pinchot.
Don't make me
Is
get
it-
all balky on you. I will do it.
Balky Bartakamos.
I do remember as a kid asking my parents if we could ever go to Meepos. I was like, can we go to Meepos? And my mom was like, where's that? I was like, that's where Balky is from. My mom was like, who? I was like, Balky Bartak. Basically, I think my mom's Heather Dubrow, guys. Let's just face it. I am not familiar. Balky Bartakamus.
Sounds poor. No, we cannot.
Is he on TV Land? Getting back to this.
Katie said that
Tamara-
you told her that I roofied you. Okay.
Yeah.
And so Shannon's like,
Are you kidding me? She said that you. What? Now we add Gretchen to the list. Another person victimized by Katie.
She is saying that you made Gretchen's roof when we all know that Gretchen built her roof herself. No, Shannon, that's not what that means. No.
But here's what I was going to say. Tamara has heard from someone who has heard about this conversation that Katie is relaying. Is it possible in somewhere along the way that details were blurred or relayed improperly or heard improperly? Like, is it possible that Katie said to Kiki something like, oh yeah, Gretchen was telling me how Tamara tried to get her wasted, so that way she'd like get blackout or
Yeah,
something
and
like
then
that.
Tamara twists
And then
it.
and then someone says this, sort of rephrases that and tells it to Tamara, and then now it's at roofie level, because that's what this all is about. And Tamara is always claims like, oh, well, you misheard, or it wasn't really like that, when Tamara is the queen of taking a shred of something and spinning it out of control and making it sound like it was something else entirely. This has
It's
happened
Janet.
every single time.
it's a Janet move. It's a classic Bravo move. She's like pulling I guess Janet took it from Tamara first. So it's like a Tamara that Janet took that Tamara's taking back now. But yeah, it's a typical thing. Like Gretchen probably talked about naked wasted, and Tamara's like, oh,
Oh, now she's accusing me of roofing her.
it's like, no. And we know that that's what it's about because Tamara tells us. She's like, 17, Tamara, and this is Tamara's history. You know, she's like, let me just rephrase this history. Let me reframe it because it was fucking horrible. So let me just remind the audience what not a big deal this was.
17 years ago, me and the girls would see out Gretchen out wasted. But then when we were together, she was so prim and proper. So I had a party. And me and Vicky were joking, and we said, let's get Gretchen wasted, naked wasted, so we could see the real Gretchen. That's what that meant. That's a naked man, you know, not that she could get naked, but just, you know, because, you know, naked wasted like truth, naked truth. So then, like, was it nice of us to do that? No, but that was it. Nothing more than it.
No, that was not it. You got Gretchen over there, applied her with shot after shot. You didn't force her. I mean, she did drink on her own, but you purposely got her as shit-faced as possible, then sent your fucking disgusting piece of shit son into the bathroom to try and like fuck her so that you would have evidence against her with her old man that she was dating at the time, which could have led to sexual assault. And thank God Gretchen was strong enough at that point to back that fucker off, and it was all on microphone. But you basically tried to get your son to kind of sexually assault Gretchen in a bathroom, you disgusting fucking pig. So for you to bring that up now and act like everybody's being so dramatic all these years later, when basically, not basically anything, you're guilty. You are guilty, ma'am.
But
you were
even
disgusting.
What's actually so funny to me, and by the way, we recently rewatched Naked Wasted because we recapped it. Actually, I think
a few
we
years
recapped
ago.
it on our last tour, but 2 years ago we watched it, and it was still like, it was as wild as we remembered it. Like it holds up. But what's so funny is even if you just take Tamara, like just what she says here, just take out everything you just said. Like let's just take her defense right here. Like, oh, we would see like Gretchen out and about, and she'd always be drunk. And then she'd actually like act prim and proper around us on camera, and we're like, we want to show the real Gretchen. Are people not allowed to get wasted at night at a bar, and then if they show up for work on camera for the nation to be like, I'm gonna try to like actually keep my shit together and actually try to like represent myself well? It was like this defense that she's like, that's all we were doing. I was like, you trying to expose like what you perceive as the real Gretchen is actually such a vicious, nasty thing that you're doing. And you're being like, whatever, we're just trying to expose the truth. Like you're the liberator, like you're the truth teller. You're the one who has to champion authenticity. This woman who's sitting here looking like she has a plastic pumpkin from Spirit Halloween store taped to her face is going to talk about authentic people. No, I'm not going to take that. Just this alone. We don't even have to go back to Naked Wasted.
So Gretchen's like,
Hell no, I didn't say that.
so she's like, I'm trying to comprehend this. I mean, supposedly Katie said this, but I have this weird feeling in the back of my mind. I'm trying to consider the source that's telling you that she said this. And I'm like, yes, Gretchen, duh. Like you're immediately going to sit down and believe Tamara. I mean, I hope that not even you are that dumb, you know? So she's like, yeah, I don't believe that. And Shannon's like, okay, well then ask her tonight. And Tamara's like, well, I got told by 2 people. Who are your people, Tamara?
Once again,
The fuck outta here.
Tamara that's like, you've been going and talking to bloggers. Not only are you one of the bloggers, part of the ecosystem of content creators, Bravo content creators that we're all part of, but you talk to 2 other people. Like, it's like, how do you not see how, like, why is it like Katie's not allowed to like be a little messy on the side with content creators, but then but you are. I just don't understand this. Like, I just say all of you just get messy and just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Stop with all this like sanctimonious, like, how could you? You're like, how could you betray the circle in this way? Kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So Shannon's like,
Well, I mean, just put the recording aside. Forget the recording for I am livid over this. I have something new now. And how dare you? How long have you been holding on to that, Tamara? How long? And she's like, 4 weeks.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You had to hold on to that terrible information that Katie said that Gretchen said.
By the way, even holding on to this information, which is that, what is Tamara upset about? Is she upset about that Gretchen said it to Katie? Is she upset that Katie said this to Kiki? I don't understand what it is.
yeah, I don't either, but this never came out. So Kiki never said anything. And Katie never said anything. The only reason this is coming out is because Tamara's bringing it out. So if Tamara's bringing it out, she's doing it on purpose. So why is she making Gretchen think that the rumor is that Gretchen was roofied? But how is that going to make Gretchen look bad? It still only makes Tamara look bad. Like, why is she bringing that shit out? Because, there's people who are like, well, did she roofie her? Like, I don't really get Tamara's motivation in this. And I think Tamara is kind of losing her touch because she used to be very good at manipulating everybody and getting stuff out there. But this isn't even a good one. Like,
well, she's trying to get Gretchen to turn against Katie. She's trying to be like, hey, just so you know, this person that you're standing up for that you said has never done anything to you, she's going around telling people of the media that you are making claims about roofies. But like, it's even that's like it's just not the strongest like turn, like not loyalty shifting rumor. Like, you should be horrified to know that someone's saying that you're accusing me of roofing, and I know you would never make an accusation like that. So she's saying you would make an accusation that's way more exaggerated than what happened. Like, it's not even that strong to turn someone against someone. And
it's confusing.
It is very confusing. Yeah, I can't even say it straight without having to like double check that I'm saying it right.
Yeah, it's confusing. Is it like, what's the motivation? So Katie, so I'm going to get you mad because Katie told a blogger something that you said in private. But then that's like, well, wouldn't her first question be like, did I roofie you? I don't know. This whole thing is crazy. And I don't know why Tamara's even bringing this up publicly, because it only makes Tamara look bad, because it brings back Naked Wasted, which I know that she thinks she can reframe, that everybody's stupid. And it's too long ago that no one's going to remember that she tried to have her son attack Gretchen or whatever happened there, which that's not really far from the truth. It was a pretty gross episode. So Tamara's just making herself look bad. Like, how badly are you losing your touch here?
She's just she's not being patient. That's her problem, because normally she's patient and she waits for Katie to slip up and say something about Gretchen. And that's why and anytime I think she's been nice to Katie, she's just been trying to get stuff that she can use against her. And she just hasn't been able to get anything where she can say to Gretchen, hey, Katie said this about you. So the best that she has is, Katie said that you said this thing about me, which is a gross exaggeration. And now you should be mad that she mischaracterized the way you said that I treated you. I mean,
well,
it's just like not strong enough.
But it does make me wonder, because Gretchen did drink that night. Like we just recapped it. So she did have a lot of shots and stuff that night that they were feeding her. But why would Tamara say she said I roofied you? Because there's no way to go back and prove that Tamara didn't roofie Gretchen. And if Gretchen did say that Tamara roofied me, I would believe it, because she was completely out of it that night. So why would Tamara put that in people's heads, is what I'm saying. There's no way to prove that Tamara didn't roofie the girl. So it's just like a very sloppy thing for Tamara to put out there to the public. Because if Gretchen said Tamara roofied me that night, I'd believe her.
But she also would have said it. And she mentions this. She's like, it's been 12 years. I would have mentioned it by now. She's like, I'm not above mention. I'm Betty. I will do this. I responded to your daughter's Facebook thing. Like, if I could have done this, if I could have accused you of roofing me, I would have.
Or is she trying to trick Gretchen into saying what you did that night wasn't that bad and it's no big deal? I never would have said roofie, because then that gets Tamara kind of off the hook for that night. I'm just trying to understand the motivations. It's making me crazy.
No, I think the motivation, I think it's truly that I believe that it was the comment started off like, Tamara got me blackout, and Katie says blackout, and I think blackout, something like blackout, or I couldn't remember anything, and Tamara did this to me. And then somehow it gets back to Tamara, and either Tamara hears roofie or someone says roofie, but like, to me it's like very obviously a game of telephone, and it's silly.
Well,
so back in the voodoo parlor, they all are sitting around a table where they're all doing arts and crafts, the voodoo things. And Mary, the Bloody Mary, is like, okay, everyone pick up your doll, and I'm going to do a group zap and then an individual waking. Is zap a part of voodoo? Is that like...
Why are you asking me? I don't fucking know. We're going to give
zap, everyone.
We're going to get Tamara's evil infinity stone and bring these things to life. Hold us still. And Katie's like, it's a him, actually. She goes, okay, it's a boy. I baptize you in the name of, what's his name? Matt.
Okay, Basic. I baptize this Basic little baby. Okay, hold it tight. I'm gonna slap it. Boo! I eat boo. I eat Bobo. I eat Bobo. Okay? Okay, I eat Bobo. That's kind of like Amen Hallelujah, but it's in voodoo. Okay?
By the way, there is something called Zapp's Voodoo potato chips. So maybe that's where she got it. Okay, everyone, we're going to have potato chips after this.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm back.
Ooh, I like to be spanked. This is fun. Just stay away from the face. I don't want to have another surgery, and neither does my doll. So Mary's going around baptizing all the dolls and everything. She's like, I baptize you in the name of
Gina, I feel mad. I feel baptized.
And Gina's like,
I'm so intrigued by voodoo. Like, most people think it's like evil spirits and dark, you know?
and then it cuts to Mary being like, just remember to feed it on a regular basis. Add things to it. Everything you do, add it with purpose. It's your ancient and voodoo vision board, which is really all she needed to start with, is like, tell these women that they'll be making a vision board, and they would have been on board from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is crazy. My voodoo doll is already living in a tiny shoebox with 19 other voodoo dolls.
Guys,
The
my
box,
voodoo
the
doll
box
just
has
said-
cursive and it says box.
I put a pin in my voodoo doll, and I felt bad about it. But then what was worse is that my voodoo doll said, I feel bad. I literally feel bad. You put a pin in me.
Oh, I feel
Ow,
bad.
did someone just poke me?
I feel bad. Okay, dress it for different occasions, put it away, put it to sleep, you know, those kinds of things. Like, okay, well, let's not talk about putting myself to sleep.
So Tamara's like,
Well, I don't
after
want to
that
go back
parade.
with you on everything, Gretchen. I just want to be friends with you. It's me and you. We're such good friends, right? I mean, I wasn't in a good place at the time. I was still married to Simon, for crying out loud. I mean, look at you. You're so cute. You're just so beautiful, Gretchen. I'd love to be friends with you. Maybe one day I can give you back your voice. Your voice. Your voice.
However, the things that Tamara's always been good at is like making you feel like there's hope for change, for like moving forward. And like, yes, in my soul, like my soul wants to believe it's true because I want that for her and I. I absolutely do.
Tamara's like,
I've been encouraged to her because I thought maybe you did tell her that. And now that I know that you didn't say that I roofied you, I 100% believe you. God, what a bitch Katie is. We all hate her, right? I can tell by your reaction. You hate her. You love me. You're part of us now.
Guys, I literally can't. I can't be back in this shit again, you guys. I'm serious. I can't be back.
and Gretchen like starts like, what are you doing back here, Gretchen? You can't be in this shit again. You came back to Real Housewives. You've been clawing your way back into Real Housewives of Orange County since you left. Don't start crying now. You're finally in it. Rejoice.
Well, Katie is insinuating that Tamara committed an illegal act, and that is bad. And that takes Katie's issues with everyone, every single one of us, to another level. And I want to get to the bottom of this. And by this, I mean this bag of beignets that I just picked up. Should we pause for a snack? No? And I think everyone's going to want to get to the bottom of this.
So now everybody's getting ready for dinner, and you know it's time to go on to the next fight scene. So it's the preamble. So Jen is talking to Ryan, and she's like, "I'm going to bring this picture up tonight, and she's not going to hide from it." And then in Heather's room, she's on the phone with Terry having a wacky scene about walking the Mardi Gras puppy parade. And he's like, oh, you showed your boob for beads? Just tell me you did. She goes, oh my God, I wouldn't show my boobs. Are they diamond beads? I don't think so.
I'm not Wendy Malick taking off her top just so she could be in some TV show with Harrison Ford.
I'm not Daisy Fuentes, okay? Wait for the
I'm
diamond
not Nancy
boobs.
Travis slutting it up so that way she can get an extra refill at Starbucks. where she
Nancy
works.
Travis. So, in Shannon's room, Shannon's a mess as usual. Her hair is all sticking up. I think her goal tonight is to go from the mom in Married with Children. I'm not really sure what Shannon's doing, but she's trying. And
I'll tell you
Tamara
what she's
comes over.
doing. She is not rolling over, and she is not gonna come jumping back into her friendship with Tamara. Hell to the no. She will not jump back into that friendship. So Tamara comes over and they kiki. As
Yeah,
usual.
Tamara's
Like, hey, girlfriend. Hey, bestie. Pinky promise on stuff. This is so fun. So fun being back with Shannon, my little best friend. God, I miss you so much. God, no one can drink with me like Shannon can. Yeah, girl.
Oh, I think I just peed in my pants again because I'm so happy to see my best friend, who I am not going to be friends with anymore. Get on over here for a hug.
So Shannon's like,
What's in your glass?
and Tamara goes,
It's just water.
and we see the water. It's literally like the color of Pinot Grigio. It's like, it's either Pinot Grigio or you are getting your water from a very dangerous source.
Well, I'm a little bit nervous, okay, Shannon, but I did her. Got each other next to my best friend. Can I brush your hair? Can I brush your hair, Shannon? I love you so much. Okay, you know what? I'm just nervous for the day because I don't know exactly how to bring it up. It's just so deep, it's so dark, talking about roofies and stuff like that. Do you have any roofies? They're really good.
And Shannon's like,
Well, you know what? I just want to remind the audience I am not jumping back into a situation where we are brushing each other's hair and braiding it. But yes, Tamara, you can brush my hair since you did ask. You know what? Hearing what you said today, I am so livid about it. And it took me about 45 minutes to actually parse it out and figure out what you were really saying. But then once I did figure it out, I decided I was pretty much still livid about it.
and Tamara's like,
Yeah, because I feel like Shannon and I are back to a really good place. It feels great to have her on my side. It really does. Like, I have your back, girl.
Yeah. She's like,
God, so good being best friends again. Okay, take care of yourself. Get ready. We're going to be downstairs waiting for you, okay? Then don't forget your phone. And don't forget your underwear. Shane, put on little whore. Drunk bitch. I said that in a friendly way. Alcoholic best friend. So glad we're back to being besties.
oh God, Tamara trying to be nice, Tamara, is killing me. It's so fucking funny to see it.
so then the other ladies, everyone's like climbing into the car. And Gina's like,
Oh my God, I can't go in the back today. I feel like a sausage.
and Heather goes, you don't look like a sausage. You look like a box that arrives from UPS. You know, very square, long, wide, unflattering, bad color for you.
Does anybody have a blue light? Just kidding.
What do you mean? Okay. You know what? You look great, Tina. Whatever. It's not about you today. Okay,
So Shannon comes and she's in her own car. She's like,
what, did Tamara already leave? I thought we were best friends again. I guess his sister needs to take a little hike. I don't know. Oh my God, I still have a beignet on my knee. How did I get a beignet on my knee? It's just delicious.
Oh, I just remembered. It's because I had the driver pull over at the beignet stand and I bought 3 of them and I left one on my knee by accident. I said, this will be a treat for later. And guess what? It's been about 45 seconds. That counts as later.
no, Jen goes over to Gretchen's room and she's like, oh my God, why are you not ready? She's like,
I'm not ready. I needed to talk to you first. I'm wearing a bathrobe. It's a bathrobe of sadness. I just haven't seen you since the whole voodoo thing. And,
and then back in the car, Gina's like,
what did you do when you ran out of the voodoo? Well, I had heart to heart with Gretchen, my new best friend. What a good person.
Yeah.
Oh, was it a good heart to heart?
Like, yeah, we talked about Katie and we talked about how shitty she is. So, yeah, it was a great heart to heart.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. You did not do that, Tamara. You did not. Flop hand, flop hand, flop hand. So then back to Gretchen. She's like,
You know, Tamara, all of a sudden she says to me, like, I heard like bloggers like that Katie told them that like I told Katie that Tamara roofied me the night of the Naked Wasted. And I was like, wait, what? And Jen is like, wow, I don't know if I followed that, but Naked Wasted, is that a brand? I love their work. No. But I don't know how I feel about that. So then we go back to the other car and Tamara's saying, oh, Katie said that I roofied her. And Heather's like,
that she roofied her.
What the literal fuck? Like, was this about your, like, at Heather's party, you were saying something about some story that she planted or something? Is it there? And Tamara's like, that was illegal.
I don't trust Katie, but I think Tamara's an all opportunity kind of girl.
so Tamara's like,
Am I the asshole that's going to bring it up tonight?
I'm like, Yes, it will be you because you're the only one who seems to care about this right now.
Yeah, you're the one who brought it up in the first place, you dummy. So Gina's like, well, I'm gonna hear Katie's side of the story because like I don't know what to believe. So then Katie comes over to Gretchen's hotel room and she tells her, and Katie's like, well, Gretchen says, yeah, I got told by Tamara that you went to Bloggers and you told them this crazy story that Tamara roofied me. And she's like, no. She goes, you never went to a Blogger? She's like, no. And so Katie's like, okay, so now this is coming together. Tamara said to me, the quiet woman,
I didn't want to bring it up, but you told something about me. You told something about me. It's really bad, Katie. And I had it from two people. You said something to somebody about something, somebody, something, somewhere, sometime.
Katie's like, what did I say?
I'm not going to say it because it was really bad. And I don't know, maybe if I do say it because it's so bad, maybe I'll root for you afterwards so you don't remember. Right.
okay, so Heather is questioning if I'm planning stories with Kiki Monique. And we see flashback to 2 weeks before when Heather's like, I heard you were asking Kiki to put out stories to hurt us.
And Katie's like, and I feel like this has all been a plan since the very beginning to make me look like a bad person. Why is she doing this to me?
So Katie's like, well, I'm not going to just lie. I didn't do that. And I know you have your doubts right now, but hand to God, I didn't do it. I mean, God, it's just never ending with these people.
So Gretchen's like,
Well, when she said this, I was just like, wait, what? But then I got back and I started talking to Slade and then like, that doesn't even sound like something Katie would do.
and Katie's like, well, I didn't do it. So Gretchen's like, well, all of a sudden, I just felt like I'm getting bamboozled over here by somebody telling me that this is what happened, so that she's trying to get so I come at you and I freak out at you and I get pissed off at you. And this is, by the way, all feeling like the traitors, which, by the way, announced that they will be doing an all civilian season coming up. By the way.
Boring. So Gretchen, yeah, I love Gretchen slowly figuring things out. It's like,
I feel like maybe I got bamboozled.
yeah, Gretchen, it's like beautiful mind numbers flying around her head, but they're like 1 + 1 + 1. It just takes her forever. It's like,
Wait a minute. Maybe she said it so I get mad at you, but then I would be mad at you. Wait a minute, I've got it.
it's like yes, Gretchen.
She connected the dots.
God.
All two of them. So Gretchen is like, well, she's basically like,
No, when you have to deal with an individual that's willing to go and get the greatest lengths to destroy people, to harm people, to hurt people, it's just hard to believe that person over the person that's never shown that to me in their life, huh?
So Jen is like, okay, well, how much time do you need? Because we've got to go to dinner. And, if you're going to take 15 minutes, that's 15 more minutes I have to find this former fatty photo of mine. It's really bothering me. Have you guys seen this photo?
So Heather's like joking about making Shannon some dating pictures for Raya. And then we see a fake bio for Shannon. Shannon, 61, interested in love. Likes my dog Archie, the quiet woman, lemons, 9 in a bowl, golden door. Dislikes liars, bad teeth, plates, sound bowls, and houses that go too far into the street.
Men who don't like vegetables. So, so then Tamara's like,
Guess what, Shannon? I told them. And Shannon's like, oh, she told you, Heather?
and Heather's like, oh yeah, we heard all about it. So Tamara's like,
So, who's going to sit next to me?
so there's like a question because like everyone who's still due to arrive at dinner hates Tamara, so they're laughing about this. By the way, Tamara is also blatantly trying to get Gina to fall into her trap, which I thought she would, which is that Tamara's not going to bring this up at dinner. Tamara's going to sit there and all angry, and then Gina's be like,
You know what? I feel bad because Katie, look at Tamara over there because, like, I found out that you've been telling people that Tamara's roofing everyone in Orange County, and that's just not nice.
Yeah, she's been doing it this whole time. Like, guys, am I going to have to be the one to bring this up? I'm going to tell half this cast this stuff, so at least there's a chance that one of you is going to bring it up. One of you is going to bring it up, right, guys? And no one does. Like, she's starting to fail. By the way, she shows up to this dinner with possum eyes on 1,000. They're completely black, like completely blacked out. And she's doing that little squint. I mean, she's just looking She is just like 100. She's been marinating in Tamara juice on her way here. She's like shown up ready to rumble. So Shannon's like,
Well, can we talk about how Katie is late? I'm just kidding.
so then in the car, they're talking about Tamara being like so manipulative and, she's so good at making you question yourself. So then at the table, Tamara's like,
Wait a minute. What if my plan doesn't work? Okay, what's plan B? Okay, guys, I didn't consider this, but what if Gretchen did tell Katie that I roofied her? So let's all be prepared to get mad at Gretchen if Gretchen doesn't follow through by being mad at Katie, by being mad at Gretchen for spreading a rumor that I roofied Gretchen. Okay, everybody got it?
Heather and Gina are like, she didn't. So then they walk in, and Katie's like, when you walk into a room and they're all talking about you, it's awkward. I'm like, yeah, welcome to this show. So Emily's like, why were you guys so late?
It was me.
Because Gretchen is like, I was taking forever, so it's awkward. And, they're making sort of small talk and everything. And like Tamara's saying how she has hiccups. So Heather's like, can you scare her, please? Here's a photo of Wendy. You just show it in her face.
So Tamara's just like, little bubbles are coming out of her mouth. And so she's like,
Gretchen, you want to go talk about Betsy? Hey, Gretchen, you want to go talk about just me and that girlfriend?
So they go talk privately. And she's like,
So, am I going to bring it up tonight? Are you going to bring it up? Do you not want me to bring it up? Because it's just so nasty, so mean. I brought a microphone if you want to bring it up. You want to use this microphone?
I know.
I wrote out some cue cards for you if you needed just some prompts to help you along.
So Gretchen's like, and Tamara's like, she's like, wait,
Did you talk to her about it? What did she say?
she goes, well, she said that she didn't do it. She goes,
And do you believe that she said that?
she's like, yeah. And so then Katie comes out gets up because she knows they're talking about it. So Shannon's like,
Wait, where is Katie going? Is she going to the bathroom? Is she going to the Radio Shack to get another tape recorder to record me? What is happening with Katie right now?
Is she going to the bathroom or the live room? Okay, now, did you guys hear about what's happening today? A lot of shit, okay? Do you know?
and Jen's like, I think I understand it. There was a show on while I Love Lucy was airing something about being wasted while you're naked. I'm really not sure. I'm too young to remember that far back.
Jen, how do you feel about this?
She goes, well, I've had a lot of conversations with Gretchen, and if Gretchen felt like she was roofied, I think she would have heard of that. I think she would have said that.
So Gina's like, honestly, Jen, she would have loved to have brought this. Like, she would have loved to have talked about being roofied. So now out in the hall, now it's Katie, Tamara, and Gretchen. And, Katie's denying that she talked to Kiki about this. And Tamara's like,
So why did I get like two people reach out to me and tell me the same story? Why?
and Tamara's like, she's like, somebody, like, what Katie says, who was it? And she's,
Someone who doesn't want to be named. I cannot reveal my sources.
Together for person. I won't reveal my sources. Deep in throat. Welcome, deep in throat.
And Katie's like, well, it's not true. And Gretchen says,
I was really looking forward to moving forward with you, and I still want to have a talk with you so we can either harp on this. She goes, wait, are you saying I pulled this out of my ass, bitch?
she's like, no.
I didn't say that's what happened. I just asked, listen, she said she didn't do it. She's like, okay, whatever.
And she just like storms off all pissed because it didn't work. So she storms back to the table and she's like,
Plan B. Gretchen believes Katie. Get her.
What?
Get her, everybody.
what?
So
What?
fucked up. It's so fucked up. And we were best friends. Me and Gretchen been best friends for years. I just got betrayed by not getting accused of roofing her. It's a betrayal. How dare you not accuse me of roofing you?
She was sad. When I told Gretchen she was siding with me, hey, was this just an act with Gretchen? Is she a liar all along? Is she a fake person? Is she the most fake person here on this cast? Because what she said is illegal and a lie.
So now you have Tamara and Shannon both saying,
They did something illegal.
they're both like on this crusade. So now Katie and Gretchen return. And Shannon's like,
Well, congratulations, Katie. You ate the last beignet. Congratulations. I guess
Your
none of us get
excuses.
dessert now.
Your excuses worked for one person. Oh, Shannon, be quiet. Like, have your own things to be mad at. She is so out of order.
And I love Katie just being like, "Oh my God, Shannon, whatever, whatever, yeah, whatever. You're not involved."
Well, I'm angry. My anger is involved. I'm a victim of voodoo right now, and you did the doll.
Katie's like, yeah, we get it, Shannon. Everybody knows you're angry. I'm loving watching Katie deal with Shannon because Shannon's just doing her indignant lady thing, and Katie is like, she left her sandwich.
Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Every single person.
And this is when Shannon does that thing where she points at everyone like she's trying to do like a magic spell on them really quickly. Like,
Every single person at this table. Why is my finger wand not working? I'm working. I'm whacking my finger wand. Every single person at this table, except Jen, you have hurt. And Jen is already hurt because there's a former fatty photo of her, so let's give her some space. Okay? Every single person has been hurt by you, Katie. You.
Okay, well, I've owned it when I've done something wrong, Shannon.
Oh, you've owned it. Well, who wants to be around someone that hurts an entire table of people? Move.
Including the table itself. Look at this table. It's crying. I am tears on my kneecaps.
And Katie just rolls her eyes. She goes, oh my God, I didn't say it.
Oh, you stop lying.
I'm loving watching all of this blow up in Shannon's face kind of with the audience because Shannon is just like on a mission from the Lord in these episodes. She is so convinced that she's correct.
I almost think this thing with Katie is her reaction to Katie is so over the top. I almost feel like Shannon wants to be friends with Tamara again, but she doesn't want to deal with all the shit that people will give her. So it's almost like she just needs something. So like this is the opportunity to get mad at Katie, and so that way it's like okay, like you can see like Tamara had my back all along. We are good friends. It's like she's so over the top mad about this recording that happened when you're on a show that's recorded that like I feel like there's like an ulterior psychological motive going on. So
like she needs to make somebody worse than Tamara, so that Tamara's not the bad one, so she can be friends with her. I mean, yeah, I think you're right.
She secretly
and also
wants
the
to be
sticking
friends
up for
again.
her. Yeah, like look, she's been sticking up for me. That makes sense. So Heather's like I love Shannon, but she can. Oh, I'm sorry. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say like because Shannon is screaming in the restaurant now. The waiter comes by and she goes,
I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
I was like, what you like? She's making a scene.
Yeah, she's being pretty terrible this season, which is hilarious to me. Don't necessarily change, but wow.
That's what she does. She alternates back and forth.
So she's like,
Katie, I'm going to say this as someone who just wet their pants 10 minutes ago. You are known as the leak in this group, and that is something in this group. That is something.
From the bottom to the top, from the windows to the walls to the sweat drops down my balls.
So then Heather is like, it's too much. It's too much. And so Gretchen's like,
Well, where's the proof that any of this happened? I mean, I haven't seen anything, so I'm just supposed to be like, oh, fuck you and come after her? That's what you want me to do?
and Heather's like, no. I get that. And Gina's like,
I think she's struggling because it's a friend.
I was like, wow, Gina, really picking up on the nuances of the situation.
yeah,
She doesn't want to just say, oh, fuck you, Katie, because she doesn't know, like I feel bad.
That's difficult. Okay, I agree. Point for Gina, everyone.
and also, guys, beyond all of this speculation, I didn't do it. So there's that as well.
Gretchen's like, yeah, and this person has done so much shit to me, Tamara. I mean, do you really think I'm just going to believe this shit? No. Shannon's like, there are multiple reputable reporters. Barbara Walters called from heaven. She was maybe one of the people. There are people who report things with reputations.
You don't know who they are. I mean,
Well, it was Barbara Walters called, and then she said, hold on, I've got Koki on the other line, wanted to make it a three-way, so it was Koki and Barbara from ABC Heaven, and they were both reporting on this, and they see everything. Reputable
Jack shows up.
reporters.
He's like, where?
Not that Cokie Jacks. Go away. It's not your show.
Also,
I
I
don't
can
know
guarantee. Oh, sorry.
No,
I'll guarantee after you. Sorry, I keep stepping on you. I don't mean to. I can guarantee you that there are not multiple reputable reporters reporting on Kiki Monique hearing gossip at lunch.
No.
There's literally Tom Brokaw is not at lunch like, well, did you hear about Kiki Monique? And what she heard from a lady from Orange County.
Yeah, exactly. So Gina's like,
Well, I don't know why Tamara would think that Gretchen would ever believe anything that came out of her mouth. Like, has this ever historically gone well for these women in the past 12 years? No.
so Jen is like, did you ever ask Katie about it?
No.
No, because she didn't want it to be a thing when it
No.
wasn't the vacation yet.
I wanted to ask Gretchen, and today she was disgusted. She was crying back when we were best friends. Remember, Gretchen? And she's like, I wasn't crying. I was just like, I was like, what? Jen was like, yeah, you were crying. You were so upset about it. You were so upset about it. I was there for you. I remember. I was like patting you on the back. I was sewing up your wounds. It's like, I'm here for you, Gretchen. We're best friends. She's like, well, I mean, okay, I was emotional. And Jen's like, okay, so let's just all have it out then. Where's the picture, Tamara? What? Leave my picture.
The former fatty photo, the thing that everyone's been talking about, the thing that's on top of everyone's minds. Everyone wants to know, where is this photo? And Tamara's like,
That's not what tonight's scene is about, though, bitch.
no, but I need to see this photo. We all want to have Katie come to the table, okay? We want Katie to come to the table. And if everyone's been hurt, well, everyone's been hurt here by you as well. Which I like that she mentioned that. Like, okay, well, like you guys are saying that Katie's hurt everyone, but like Tamara, like, let's be real here. Tamara's one who's really hurt people. So like, what was the intent of the picture with me? I've been been hearing about it. Where's the former fatty photo of me?
I love that Tamara goes,
I don't care about that.
well, it's not about what
Not
you
for
care
you
about.
to care about.
Yeah.
You're the one.
She goes, I was just retaliating because you keep telling me. She goes, no, you were retaliating because I'm obsessed with you. And so then you start showing pictures of me. And she's like, but I was like, you reached out to me in 2013 as a fan. And you're like, hey. She goes, what are you talking about? By the way, are we on something? I mean, are you on Xanax? Because Tamara does have black eyes and she is so furious that her plans aren't working. She's doing a bad job, and it's just not like Tamara. And I think it just, as cast members on the TV show, they're like, you're always a horrible person, but you're not even being a horrible person well today. Like, are you okay? Like, you're fucked up. What's wrong?
She's like, what are you talking about? Are we on something? I mean, Xanax or something? You're not even making sense. Just stay on track, okay? We're supposed to be having a fight. And Emily's like, you know what the issue is here? Is the whole thing here, what you're saying is that she's obsessed with you. Like, to me, that's a deflection of what's real. The real root issues between the two of you. And Jen's like, yeah, what is the issue?
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know first.
No, I don't know first.
No, I said it first.
No, I don't know. I don't know until infinity.
What? No, that's not allowed. That's not fair.
Until infinity, I don't know.
And now Emily and Gina just start laughing because this is making no sense. And Tamara's like clearly fucked up, right? So Tamara's like,
Well, I think it's been like a tit for tat over the past 2 years, you know?
and Gretchen goes, okay, but where did it start?
That's none of your fucking business, Gretchen. You're not my best friend no more.
She goes, okay then.
Yeah, you don't know nothing, Gretchen. Stupid Gretchen head. I can't believe we were best friends for 10 years. Stupid.
See, it just takes a little time and it always creeps right back out. Unlike my former fatty photo. Where is it?
But there's a nicer way to say that. Tamara's like,
Yeah, but Gretchen doesn't know nothing. So that's what I'm trying to say, Heather. How nice should that be when I'm saying Gretchen doesn't know nothing? Okay. Gretchen doesn't know anything. Okay. There. Stupid.
She knows a
Gretchen's
lot.
stupid. Gretchen's stupid on
knows
her
a lot.
face.
She knows a lot. She knows a lot. Thank you so much for pointing out that she knows a lot. And Tamara's like, what? You told her? And Katie's like, what? Tamara's like, what do you mean? What? Well, I'm asking Jen.
Fuck off.
She's like, I'm not going to fuck off.
You know what? All right. You know what?
Then Gina, out of nowhere, goes,
All right. You know what? Tamara, you're being rude and you're sloshed. I'm sloshed? Yeah. That is what's happening here. Yeah. And I'm not being, and Tamara's like, you're being rude. I'm not being fucking rude. You're being fucking rude to everybody at this table, Tamara. This is actually my table and I don't appreciate that.
I was like,
Do you know how
whoa.
hard Travis and I work for this table? Who? Travis.
I don't understand. Is that the waiter?
and Gina's like,
It's too much. I mean, it's too much. Like, you got one eye open. You got no idea what's going on.
look when she did that. You got one eye open because it cuts to Tamara. And Tamara's like,
You're a bitch. You're a bitch, bitch.
Yeah.
Got no idea what's going on. Like, don't come at the one sober person at the table. Because, like, I'm just too sober for this shit in general. And let's say it's not fun to be in the middle of all your bullshit, Tamara.
And Heather goes, for any of us, which was the real stab because Heather is the one that's completely on Tamara's side all the time. So that was a real stab. And also for people to know about the fatty photo, it must have been Heather telling everybody. So Tamara is really getting her ass handed to her at this table.
Yeah. So Emily's like, Jen, what would you need?
You know, I say table it. I don't think tonight is the night. I do agree with a little bit of what Gina's saying. I don't know what's going on. You don't seem like you're in your right mind. To be totally transparent, you don't.
And it's just amazing because they're all like, you're wasted. And Tamara has just had a little scene where she declared she does not drink anymore. And you won't see a drop of alcohol in her when she has conversations anymore. And so now she's been busted. Like, to really flop this hard in 5 hours.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
like,
embarrassing.
usually, like,
I mean,
give it
Tamara's
a week
black
before you
eyes.
fall
She's
off the
just sitting
wagon.
there like,
Oh my God, what do I do now? Plan A failed, plan B failed, even Heather turned on me. What do I do from here? You will never see me again.
you know, she's getting that look in her eye. So Emily's like, well, this is dumb. Like, I don't even know where to go for here. And Heather's like, Gretchen, you want to try my gumbo? Yeah. It's very good. It's gumbo that sings Beyonce lyrics.
Yeah. So those lyrics are so simple, even Wendy Malick could sing along. So Gretchen is like, she's like,
No, thank you.
she's like, does anyone want to try my ya? Look at me. Television's Heather Dubrow experiencing things like ya and gumbo and jambalaya ya. Oh wait, I think I just realized jambalaya is ya. I'm learning.
No, I don't want nothing from you. Heather the bro.
She goes, why would you say that?
She goes, I don't want it. It's that simple. Keep your yah away from me, you hoo-ha. I don't want nothing from you.
And Shannon's like,
Well, I don't know how many drinks she had, but she did walk into my room with something she claimed was water. Oh, didn't look like water. I just heard 5 hours ago that I'm never going to see her wasted again. So what is she doing, this alcoholic?
I love that Shannon, it's like the tables are turning for Shannon. It's like, oh my God, it's already time that I get to turn the alcoholic storyline back on Tamara. Yes.
So then Tamara gets up from the table because she's been doing for the past like 2 minutes. She's been sitting there like quiet, like,
I'm not going to talk. I'm upset. I'm going to cry on the inside.
so now she gets up and she leaves, and it's basically like Bali 2.0. So she goes out, and Jen's like, this is bad. This is not a good night. Just kidding. I'm laughing. It's great. So Gina's like, it's because I said she's sloshed. I swear, if Gina says sloshed one more time, I'm revoking all the good things I said about her at the beginning of the episode.
I mean, Tamara walks off and they immediately all start like, oh my God, Tamara's fucked up. Like, oh my God, what's going on? It's so good. So then Tamara goes to the elevator and a producer comes up and he's like, are you all right, Tamara? And she goes,
I just want to go home. I'm waiting for the elevator because those are stairs and Teddy fell down those one time. I can't be re-traumatized.
and back at the table, Gretchen's like, yeah, when she screamed at me, like, man, I was like, I'm not touching this. And she says,
When she gets this psycho, you can see something in her eyes.
and that is the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, those eyes change. Heather's are always black, but Tamara's change.
So Heather goes out to the hallway and she's like, Tamara, what is going on with you, honey? Why are you talking to all these poor people out here? Tamara's like, I just want to go home. You can go home, but don't talk to the poor. It's just not, it's beneath you. You know, you're not helping yourself. How am I not being myself right now? I don't know, but I'm uncomfortable in this hallway with people in t-shirts and shorts and headpieces. Who are these people? Can we get away from them?
No, because what? So I'm not fucking yelling and that's why I'm like, you guys are uncomfortable with it?
She's like, I don't want you to yell. I just want you to come back to the table so we can gang up on Katie some more.
Then what is it? What do you want from me? What do people want from me? What do you want from me?
So she starts having a fit and she's like, back at the table, Jen's like, oh my God, Shannon, if it were you and you showed up like that, you would be like a drunk. You'd be drunk.
Well, I gave her Gina's water. I didn't really know what else to do. I just wanted to keep her as drunk as possible so that way that he could get off me for once. So
I just wanted to give her Gina's water so that way she could have something to drink so I could finish her martini. I mean, waste not, want not.
So then back in the hallway, Tamara's like,
I just sat down with Gretchen where I told her everything, and now all of a sudden, I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole. For getting mad that someone's not accusing me of roofing them.
and Heather's like, well, you know.
Oh, no, I'm the asshole. Just let me be. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this, Heather. No.
No
So-
one's saying
I don't give
you're
a
the
fuck,
asshole.
Heather.
No one's saying, honey. No one's saying you're an asshole. I'm saying with Gretchen, she probably needs to take a step back, okay? Look, stand right here. I'll let my hand flop onto your head as I say, take a step back. Look, I'm doing a small slam dunk with my hand on your head. Take a step back. Do you feel relaxed now? Take a step back.
So Tamara's yelling in the hallway, and they can all hear her. She's like,
I don't give a fuck. This girl's contacted my daughter.
which is a lie,
She's called my husband gay.
which is a possibility.
And she's gone after me 1,000,000 times. And I've been so fucking nice to her. I'm so nice to Gretchen. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. They shouldn't even call the episode Naked Wasted. They should have called the episode Someone at least brought you a sweater after Wasted. And that person was me, bitch. I can't believe everybody's so mean to me.
You know, when someone's husband's dying of cancer and you go on TV and you accuse them of having an affair and say that this person called you in the middle of the night and then you torment them with this rumor for years and years and years. This is how you repay me? I've just been nice to you. That's it. Nice.
It's so hard being a good person.
So she runs out because the elevator's not coming. And you know some producer is downstairs holding that elevator. They're like, do not let Tamara get in the elevator. So she just goes down the stairs instead and keeps looking behind her like,
Fucking Karam, you're following me, right? Okay, come on. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
so inside they're like, yeah, that girl's crazy and drunk. Something's going on with her. And then downstairs, Tamara's alone in the restaurant. She just turns to the camera and she's like,
Do we have a car for me? Am I going to have to call an Uber?
They're like, we're not paying for you to leave the shoot that you're supposed to be part of, you know? So Gina's like,
Tamara just texted me, fuck off.
what? And then Gina's like,
And so then I wrote back to her, go to bed.
and then Tamara says,
You were out of line.
and Katie is like, well, let me see if I get one. Oh, I didn't even get one. That's too bad. I was going to tell Kiki about it.
nothing to forward to Kiki. Could you send me a screenshot of the one that you got? That would be great. Well, she said, I'm out. Gina crossed the line. No one is authentic. What did you do, Gina? She goes,
Well, I told her I was sloshed and not to tell me fuck yeah. Yeah, I've had it with Tamara. I mean, you claim on you're working yourself, but like you just said fuck you to the wrong person.
all right, everyone. As Gretchen would say, shut the fuck up. Gretchen, what a line. God, I hope that makes it to the ads. What a wonderful line.
Did Gretchen say, is that a Gretchen phrase? Shut the fuck up.
I don't know, but I love that she's like iconic now in Heather's mind. They have all turned on Tamara and they're back at the table like, yes, we nailed Tamara, finally.
They're lifting Gretchen up and Gina. And Tamara's calling Eddie, be like,
Can you find me a flight out of here? I'm over. I'm done.
so then
Gina's like, oh my God. She put on her Instagram. It was a long run. When life gives you real problems, this reality shit doesn't make sense. Peace out. I'm out.
Jen's like, she really posted that? Wow.
She
I mean, I
quit.
thought a fatty-
She quit.
a former fatty photo was bad enough, but then she just quit the show.
Former fatty photo. She used really fat font.
That font used to be bigger, actually. So yeah, they're all like, she quit? Oh my God, whoa. And Gretchen's like, yeah, I literally said in my head, she will probably try to quit the show now. Because I think
Yeah.
was Gretchen there in Bali when she did this also? I don't remember. No, maybe not.
I don't think Gretchen was on that season, but
think
yeah,
that was
this is
Shanna's
totally a
first
Tamara move where she gets caught and she runs like hell, you know? And so Gina's like,
I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it was a cry for attention. I just don't know.
and so Jen's like, well, once again, you know, Katie's in the line of fire. And it's like, here's the grenade, hold it. I'm just going to pull the pin and walk away. Explosion, huge explosion. I'm in a wedding bikini. Ryan has a boner. He's taking out his AirPods. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Tamara's on the phone with Eddie in the car. She's like,
I'm out. I don't need this. Goodbye. I'll see you when I get home.
actually, I'm a Big Bear.
God damn it, Eddie. God damn it.
And that is the end. To be continued. What will happen? Well, I think we all know that Tamara comes back to shoot, but It was a real surprising turn of events. I mean, we knew that Tamara quit during the New Orleans trip. We know that everyone, like, she had some sort of meltdown. But what I was not expecting was that the entire cast was going to turn against her and like call her out. Like, that was actually pretty shocking and gratifying to watch.
Yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely. It was a lovely time, enjoyed by all. Nice job. I mean, we got a full 2-hour recap out of this. That's crazy. Hope we didn't hurt your heads, everybody. It's a lot of screaming, but a lot of fun screaming. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being with us on Crappens on Demand over on YouTube and Patreon. And we'll see you guys next week. Also, Monday is Amazon Live, 4 p.m. Pacific time over on Amazon Live. Check our socials to get the links and all that good stuff. Link in bio. Okay, like and subscribe. It says. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.